Hello, welcome back to my channel. My name is Dylan Nellis and I make a bunch of college application videos. First of all, I want to say congratulations for all the college acceptances that you already have gotten. That is amazing and I'm so proud of you, so give yourself a pat on the back for that. And even if you got rejected from some schools, that is okay. I think it's really important to still acknowledge all of the hard work you have done over the past couple months, or the past couple years, honestly. That is something to be proud of, and I hope you can recognize that even if you're feeling disappointed. Now, if you are watching this video, you probably have been waitlisted to one or some of your schools. So, in this video, I'm going to be talking about how to increase your chances to get off the waitlist and get accepted to the school. I'm specifically going to talk about how to write the waitlist essay, or the letter of continued interest. Okay, but before we get into that, I want to talk about things you should consider as you are thinking about this whole "where am I going to college" thing. So of course, you should be assessing how your waitlist school compares to the other schools you have been accepted to. I really recommend doing a lot more research into each specific school to figure out which one really fits your vibe. But not only that, also like which one has the types of classes and programs that you are looking for in a college. Now, I know you probably already did this research because hello, you just went through the whole college application process, but you will learn so much more if you put in more research. And I actually did that for my own college applications when I was weighing like, do I go to Stanford or do I go to USC? And I learned so much more about each of their programs that helped me feel comfortable with my ultimate decision. Another thing, if need-based aid is a deal breaker for you, you should definitely look into that and make sure you are clear whether or not need-based financial aid will be available if you do get accepted into that waitlist school. So if you have decided that I have a really deep connection to this waitlist school and I want to do everything that I can to get in and I'm willing to prolong my decision process, then here's what to do. If you have the chance to write a waitlist letter, do it. It definitely won't hurt your chances and could actually help you out if you do submit a waitlist letter. If they do not ask for a waitlist letter, they don't want you to submit any more materials, don't. You must follow their directions exactly. Okay, so definitely say yes to that waitlist letter expressing your continued interest in that college because you never know what spots could open up. People might go to other schools or take a gap year, or other waitlist students might drop themselves from the waitlist. It's also great if you could submit those additional materials that they ask for as soon as possible because they're really trying to quickly solidify their acceptance decisions. Okay, now we're getting into the tips and tricks for the waitlist essay, and then after I do that, I will be talking about the literal structure of how to write the essay. First up, follow the directions. Do exactly as they say. Read the prompt closely. Make sure you give them everything that they are looking for. Number 2, do not repeat information from your original application. Everything that you say should be new information. Number 3, don't just list all of your updates. This is still a letter/essay, so you want it to be written nicely, and it should be broken into separate paragraphs. Number 4, don't be afraid to show your personality in this essay. It doesn't have to be super formal. It can still have some of your personal zest within it. Number 5, this is important. Focus on the positives. I totally understand if you are feeling disappointed or frustrated right now, but you should vent to your friends and family and not in this essay. In this letter, you want to radiate positivity, persistence, and resilience. And number 6, avoid coming across as desperate. Don't mention being rejected to other schools or only being accepted to the schools that you are less interested in. Make them feel like they are your first choice, not your last resort. Alrighty, right, now we're getting into the structure, the literal how do you write this essay paragraph by paragraph. Though the word count may vary, here's how it's gonna go. You're gonna start with "Dear," the name of the person. This is the person who sent you the withdrawal letter or the school's director of admissions. If you don't know the person's name or can't find it anywhere, you can also address it to that school's admissions committee. Okay, so the first thing you're gonna do is thank the reader or the admissions committee for re-evaluating your materials. If this is the case, reaffirm them that they are your first choice and you would attend if you were admitted. Next, you're gonna give about 2 to 3 updates. This should be broken into separate paragraphs as you see fit. Okay, by updates, what do they mean? Updates on your extracurriculars, on an improved GPA, on new accomplishments or awards you have gotten since you've submitted your application, new projects you've started, updated test scores. So start with the most interesting or the most impressive update, then go into your other ones. And for each one, explain the update, explain what you learned, explain how this contributed to your character and development, and how this has impacted you or changed your plans for the future. If you are thinking, I have no updates to share, like what am I even gonna talk about? Nothing happened. I'm gonna ask you to think about that a little bit. Have you had any additional volunteer hours? Have you done any new projects or had any new responsibilities in the clubs and extracurriculars that you're already a part of? Is there a new story or something that happened that you could share and explain what you learned from it? Have you pursued a new area of study that you're interested in? Have you made any new contributions to your school or your community or to your extracurriculars? Even if it seems like a minor accomplishment or a minor update, it's still good to include it because a letter with no additional information will have a significantly less impact. Also, in that reflection part of each update, it's good to share what this indicates about your character or personality and your potential to contribute to their university. So try to connect your current accomplishment to something you hope to do in the future at their university. This also might take additional research. If you are focusing on a weakness in your application, focus on the positives. Focus on how you have worked to improve. Focus on the progress you have made and what you have learned through this experience. Okay, after your updates, if you have made a campus visit, it would be nice to talk about that there. Just like your experience doing a campus visit at their school and what you loved about it. This will definitely express that continued interest. But if you haven't done a campus visit, that's okay too. Just leave that part out. Next, you're gonna give a few why us details. I know, you might have already had to have written a million why us essays, but you're gonna have to do that a little bit once more. The difference this time around is you're gonna focus a lot less on what the school can do for you, and instead you're gonna focus on what you can do for their school, how you will contribute to their environment. Put emphasis on why you are a great fit for their school and why. And just like a typical Why Us essay, include the specifics, like specific courses you want to take, professors you want to work with, those kinds of opportunities. I do have an entire video on how to write a Why Us essay, which I will link up here. I am also, hint, hint, coming out with a new version of my college essay course, which I'm so excited for, and it's going to have an entire component of the Why Us essay that's way more strategic and broken down into steps than the video that I currently have. And that is coming within the next couple months, and I know that might not be in time for your waitlist essay. But for anyone who may be interested in transferring the next year and will have to write a great Why Us essay, this course is going to be available on my website, which you can find at collegeessayadvice.com, and the link is in the description. Plus, if you have younger siblings or know anyone else who is going to be going through this whole college application process and you want it to be as easy and as strategic as possible for them, they should check out the course as well. So I highly recommend spreading the word about that. Okay, so after you have done those why this school details, in fact, it's actually not even like why us. At this point, it's why you are good for us being the school. All right, to finish off the letter, you're just gonna express your gratitude one more time and then sign off. And like any letter, end it with sincerely, your name. And that's it. That is how you write and structure a waitlist letter. So I hope this video helped. Make sure to do that as soon as possible. If you would like me to review your essays, all my services and everything I do is at that link, collegeessayadvice.com. I wish you luck throughout this whole process. Just keep in mind, the school does not make the student. The student makes the school. All right, have a great day, everyone. Bye-bye.